Welcome back, and today we will see how to uh, draw the projection of planes in AutoCAD software. As far as now, we have seen how to draw a conic curve and maybe some two or three drawings regarding orthographic projections. And now we will learn how to draw and projection of a plane into an AutoCAD software. We all know what is a plane. A plane is a closed surface uh, which will have a negligible thickness. Most probably, we will have a pentagonal plane, hexagonal plane, circular plane, rectangular plane, triangular plane. Some all these kinds of planes we have seen. Theoretically, we have drawn it with some certain procedures in a drawing sheet. Now, with the same kind of procedures, we will convert the same drawing in that AutoCAD software, right? So this is what we will see. So as far as now, I will just open a question. So we will try to solve the second question in the AutoCAD software first, right? So a regular pentagon of 30 mm size, just ignore the degree, it was wrongly printed. So a regular pentagon of 30 mm side is resting one of its edges on HP, which is inclined 45 degree to VP. Its surface is inclined 30 degree to HP. Draw its projections. So this is the question we will draw, and it is a pentagon of side 30 mm resting on HP, and the VP inclination is 45, which is the edge inclination, and its surface inclination is 30 degree to HP, and we have got two inclinations. Now I will just open my AutoCAD software, and while drawing or while converting or while projecting a plane whose front view and top view, we will mostly use these modify commands, that is move command, rotate command and copy command. These three commands are most probably, most preferably used. Copy command, move command and rotate command. We will see once the procedure progress, and we will mostly use this line command to draw the projection lines and constructional lines, and we will use this polygon, right, to draw the pentagon, to draw the hexagon, or maybe to draw the square. We will use this polygon option to draw our required plane. As to draw the circular plane, we will use circular plane. Similarly, this properties, most probably we will use this properties because in properties particularly we will use this color icon, because we will use the constructional lines and axis lines in some other colors. We will draw the original diagram, that is original profile, in some other diagram, some other colors. So we will follow these kind of techniques. So let us start first. Okay, so as per the question, we need to draw a regular pentagon of side 30 mm which is resting on HP. So I will just go back to AutoCAD software. I will just draw. Before that, I need to set my limits and units, right? So I will just type units, and I will ensure that whether my scale is in millimeter. So this is proper. So I will just click OK. The next thing is to set the limits, enter. So the first thing is 0 comma 0, that is my lower left corner, enter. 420 comma 297, enter. After giving both the lower left corner and upper right corner, Z, enter. A, enter, that is zoom all. Now I will just move my screen towards bit. So this is my working area. Now I will just go for line, and I will just pick some point to draw the axis line. So I will just click my ortho on, so that I can be able to draw the straight line. So I have drawn a um, general line, axis line, and I will just convert this axis line's color. It's somewhat like it's a lighter color, right? So that I will draw my original profile in white color, so that we can clearly see a difference. Now I need to draw a pentagon of size 30 mm. So I will go here, I will choose a polygon, right? Similarly, a regular pentagon resting on one of its edges on HP. So I will take edge to the right side, as we discussed in the class. So what I will do is I will go here, I will choose polygon, and it is asking me to enter the number of sides. For a pentagon we have 5 sides, so I will press 5. If it is a hexagon, you just give 6. If it is a square, you just give 4. Okay, so I will just give 5 and I will press enter. Now it is asking me to specify the center or edge of the polygon. Most probably I will go with edge. Every time you just go with edge of the polygon. So I will just click edge, and it is asking me to specify one edge, and I will click edge. So and I will keep the pentagon such that my either one of my side will come to the right side. So that is our condition. It is resting on one of its side, right? So I will just keep my side to the right side, and I will just type the size of the pentagon, which is 30, and I will press enter. So this is my final pentagon, which will look alike, right? If you want to move somewhere else, you have a move command. You just either you can click this plus kind of symbol, or you can just type move and enter, so that it is asking me to select the object. So now I can select the object. Now I will press enter. Now with any specific base point I can move, either that can be a center or any one of its edge. Now preferably I will just choose this center, and I can uh, move my component or move my plane wherever I want. So I will just keep this in my comfortable position, right? So now I will start naming it. So I will just go for text, single line text, enter somewhere else, and the size I will maybe take it as 3.5, enter, and the angle will always be 0, enter. So now yeah yeah, now I can give namings to that. One second, this and maybe, yeah, I will just delete it, and I will repeat the step once again. I will go for text, single line text. I will choose a somewhere particular point here. The size will be 3.5, enter, and the angle will be 0, enter. So in this area I will have A and B and C and D and E. So I have noted down all my notations. Now I will press escape. Now the next step is to draw the projection lines. So to draw the projection line, I will go here and I will change the color to somewhat thin color. So now I will go for line, and from all the end I will draw the projection lines, right? I will switch on the ortho so that it will be perfect straight. And now I can show you an interesting thing on in AutoCAD. So far we have seen escape command to close the existing command, right? Once I press escape, the command will get close. Again I need to go back for to the line, and I will draw the again construct line. So in projection of planes we need to draw a lot of projection lines or constructional lines. So what I will do is I will give you an interesting thing. Once I click line command, and from this end to this end I need a projection line, so I have done that. Now to close the command, you just press enter, so that the previous command will get closes. Once again when you press enter, the previous command will get switched on. So it will be very easier for us, because we don't want to go always to the line command and I need to select. So I just press enter, the command will get closed. Once again when I press enter, the previous command will get activated. This already we have seen in some of the spaces. So now I will just draw another one projection line, enter to close the command. Once again enter, it will switch on the command. So again from here on, right? And once I press enter, it will get off. Now I will change the color to white, and I will get my front view here. Clear? So now I will get my front view over here. So now I will just name it. So I will go for text, single line, at somewhere this point it is 3.5, enter, 0, enter. So this point you can see B dash will be visible and A dash will be invisible. Similarly here C dash will be visible and E dash will be invisible. E dash will be invisible. Similarly in this end maybe I have D dash, which is visible. So I have noted down all those points, and I need to mark this point, right? Because once I need to draw the projection line, I need this point. So what I will do is I will just go for here, draw. I will go for here. Here is your point icon. Either you can type points to get the point icon. So I will just click it, and at this place I just kept a point. Now I'll press escape to close the command. Now you can see already I have placed a point over there, but it is very small. So to make that visible, to make the points visible, we have a command called ddpt. You remember, right? ddpt type, and I will press enter so that this icon will come. Now I will choose this one and I will just press OK, so that now you can visibly see my point which is dividing, right? So this is the first step, to draw the top view and the front view. Now then what we will do is we will just copy and paste this over here, and we will rotate this to the given angle, right? So now what I will do is I need the same line with same notations over here, and I need to rotate. So what I will do, here is your copy icon. This icon is your copy icon, or yes, you can type copy. As I said earlier, move, copy and rotate are the three important commands which will be used in your projection of planes as well as for the projection of solids. So now I will either choose copy command, or I can just choose the copy icon over here. Now I will just copy all the lines along with the points and the notations. This is also very important, because all the time you don't need to go and write each and everything or type each and everything there. But for that, instantly you just copy all those things. So select the objects first and press enter. Now specify the base point. At what base point you need to move that. So I want this base point, and I can copy it and I can paste it over something here. I just press the left click, and you can copy number of things, number of times. So one time is enough for me, so I will just press escape to close the command. So I have just copied down to that front view. Now I need to tilt this according to my question. So I will just again go back to my question. So here you can see a pentagon of 30 mm side is resting on one of its edges on HP. We have completed that, whose edge is inclined 45° to VP and its surface is inclined 30° to HP. Since it is lying in HP, we will take the 30° first, right? So since this is the surface inclination, so I will just go back for AutoCAD, and I need to tilt this front view to 30°. Right? So this rotation, you should have a clear idea of it. For example, if I have a line like this, right? If I have a line like this, and if I want to rotate this, AutoCAD will always rotate this to counterclockwise direction. It will always rotate this into counterclockwise direction. For example, if I choose this rotate command, okay, and it is asking me to select the object, so I will just select the object and enter. Now it will ask me to specify the base point. So this is my base point now. So once I fix this, you can see with that base point I can rotate the line to anywhere I want with some particular angle. So for example, this point is fixed, and always it will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. For example, you can see now this is my initial position. I will go for rotate. I will select the component first, and I will press enter. This is the base, so I will just click the base point, and when I give 45 enter, you can see the line is rotated to 45° counterclockwise. Once again, if I go here, choose the component, enter, specify the base point, and if I give again 45 enter, as you can see it is rotating the next to 45th degree. Again, if I go here, I will select this. Sorry, the entire line is getting selected, so I will just go here. I will select only this component, enter. This is my base point, so enter, and if I give 90, you can see, so counterclockwise the angles will get rotated. So this is the very important thing. So based upon your base point, the AutoCAD will shift in counterclockwise direction. So this is the very important step behind the rotate icon. So now I need to incline this front view of the component into 30°, right? As per our question. Once again we will check. Sorry, yeah, 30° to HP. I need to rotate that. So I will just go for AutoCAD. Now I will choose auto rotate icon, sorry. And again, similarly here I will select all those things including your lettering, right? I will press enter, and I will just fix this as my base point. So as you can see, now here is your line. Now here is your line. So AutoCAD will try to rotate this in counterclockwise direction. So now you can see this is 0, this is 1, this is 45, this is 90, this angle is 90, and this is like 270, and this is 180. So like this in anti-clockwise direction. So what I will do is I will just go rotate icon. I will select all those things, and if I just press enter, and I will just select this base point, and the degree is 30, right? So once I click 30 and I press enter, you see it is moving counterclockwise 30°. But I don't want that, because I want this inclination to be on the top side, right? So what I will do is I will give Control Z so that it will come back to the initial position. I will go for rotate icon. So I will select all of those things, or all of those points, and I will press enter. Now I will fix the same point. So when you give 30, it is going to in counterclockwise direction. So what I will do is I will give minus 30. which will rotate my thing or rotate my front view to the clockwise direction. So once I press enter, this is how my right side end will be fixed and my line will be tilted to 30 degree. Like once you just check here, once you give angular and once you check, you see the angle will be inclined to 30 degree. So this is how we will draw the inclination lines, right? So what's the next step? We all know the next step. The next step is to draw the projection lines to the bottom and from left to right. So to draw the projection line, I first change the color to the solid thin color. So I will now just go for line from this end to, I will just switch on the ortho so that I can draw the straight line. Straight line. I will press enter to close the command. Again enter to switch on the command. So I will draw this line. Enter to close. Enter to on. So similarly, I will just draw enter and enter. And from this point to this point, enter and enter. From this point to this, enter and enter. From this point to this point, enter and enter. So similarly, I will just draw the projection lines to the top to bottom and bottom to top. Okay, now I will press escape. Now I need to mark A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, wherever all those points meet, right? So I'll just go for points again. So now you can see A dash and A dash will meet at a point, which is A, and similarly B and B will meet at a point B, C and C will meet at a point C, D and D will meet at a point D, E and E will meet at a point E. Okay, so I have marked all those points. Now I can join all those lines, right? Now I will use this polyline command to join. What is the difference between a line command and polyline command? So if I draw some component, for example like this, using line command, and I will draw the same component by using polyline command. I will just use the draw the same component using polyline command. So this is used like you drawn used by using line command, and this is polyline command. If I select the things with the help of line command, it will select individually, but if my drawing is drawn using polyline command, the entire drawing will be get selected at a particular instance. So this is the very great difference between the line command and polyline command. So most probably to solve all those or to join all those lines, we will go with polyline command because it will be easier for us to copy those all those things, right? So I will just go for polyline command. Now I will start okay, 1 second. I will just give escape. I will change the colors to white first. Yeah, white. Now I will go for polyline command, and from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A, and this point, and again this point. So now I have completed my pentagon, that is which is inclined 30 degree to HP, which surface is inclined 30 degree to HP. Now you can see if I select this, the entire component will get selected, which will be very helpful for us. Now I need to mark again this A, B and C, right? So for that I will just select this Control C and Control V so that it will come, so that I will just go and place it over here. Similarly select this, Control C and Control V, copy paste again, right? So I will just keep it over here, B, and similarly C. I will select this, Control C and Control V. So I will just keep it over here, and D the same way, Control C and Control V. I will keep it over. This will minimize your work. So I will just select E, Control C and Control V. I will keep it over here. Okay. Sorry, once again I will do this. Control C and Control V, and I will just keep the point E over here. So I have joined A, B, C, D and E, right? Then the next step is to rotate or the edge is inclined. The next step is resting on one of its edge, which is inclined 45 degree to VP. So the edge on which it rests is inclined 45 degree to VP, and we know that. Okay, so this is what the AB is, the edge which it rests, and this is 45 degree to VP. This edge is inclined 45 degree to VP. So what I will do is I will just copy this along with that namings, right? I need all those namings. So along with the naming, I will just copy this, enter, and I will just maybe choose some base or something else to move the component at some specific distance, right? Now I will press escape to close the command. So now I have copied the same component and I have kept it over here. Copy and paste. Now I need to tilt this AB line to 45 degree. as we all know, we need to tilt this line to 45 degree. As once again I will repeat the thing. For example, if I have a line like this, right, and if I give rotate command, I will select the component, enter, and if I select this as my base point, depending upon the base point it will rotate anti-clockwise. For example, if I give 45 degree, in counterclockwise direction it will give 45. For example, for the same instance, I will rotate this, enter, I will fix this point, and if I give minus 45, enter, it will rotate the same component in the clockwise direction. This is what AutoCAD will deal with rotation command. So now I want this AB edge to be in 45 degree, right? In our paperwork, what we will do, we will draw a 45 degree line, we will enclose this in a box, we will copy the box and convert it or tilt it over that 45 degree line. So we will do lot of work, but here the work is very simple. What I will do is I will select the entire component first. So to select, you can either select it directly or you can hold your left mouse button and you can just drag it over there so that your entire component will get selected, right? This is how you can also select. Now I need to rotate this, so I will just go for rotate command and I will just hold my left mouse button and I will just select everything at the stretch and I will press enter. Now it is asking me to specify the base point. This is what my base point, so I will just specify my base point. Now so I need to incline that to 45 degree to VP, right? So I will go here. So if I give positive 45 degree, it will tilt in counterclockwise direction, but I need this side 45. So what I will do is I will give minus 45, enter. So ultimately this line AB is now tilted to 45 degree. Now if you check both the lines, this line and this line, you can see this line is tilted to 45 degree. So this is how we will tilt it, and if you want you can just move the entire thing to your convenient position. Press enter. I will just click this and I will just keep it over my convenient position so that the angle will be of 45 degree and I have tilted the side AB to 45. Now what the next step? To draw the projection lines to the top, right? So I will just go and change the color to draw the projection lines. Now I will just go for line, and from this D I will draw a projection line, enter to close and enter to start. From this one I will draw the projection line, enter to close and enter to start. From C I will draw the projection line, enter and enter. From B I will draw the projection line, enter and enter. From A I will draw the projection line, enter and enter. Now from here, right, from this D I will draw the projection lines, enter and enter. From this point I will draw the projection line, enter and enter, and similarly this one already have my point. Now I will just keep my points, right? So I will just go here, I will choose points. A and A will intersect at a point. Similarly B and B will intersect at a point. C and its C will intersect at a point, right? This is C, and so be careful while marking it. C and C will intersect at a point. Similarly D and D will intersect at this point, and E and your E will intersect at this point. So A, B, C, D and E. So now I will press escape. Now again I will use this polyline command and I will just join A, B, C, D, E and again A. So this is going to be my, sorry, E and E I have marked it wrong, so I will give Z. I will just delete this point. I will go for point. So here is your E, and E is going to intersect at this point. So now I will use polyline command. I will just join A, B, C, D, E and your A, right? Now just go here, select this pentagon and properties, change the color to white. Okay, so finally I will get the component like this. So this is how you will draw, right? And if you want to give the namings, you can just select this, Control C and Control V, and you can paste it over here. Similarly B, Control C and Control V, and you can paste it over maybe at here. And C, Control C and Control V, so you can paste it over somewhere here, right? Control Z. So select that, Control C and Control V. I will keep it somewhere here C, and my D, Control C and Control V, I will keep it maybe here. So this is what the problem is, so you need to keep it at some convenient distance. Control D, yeah, I will keep it over here, and D I will press Control C, Control V, and I will keep it over here. Okay, now these points are making my drawing quite a bit rushy, right? So what I will do is I will just again go for DDPT to take the point, to reduce the points, everything DDPT, and I will just go and reduce this size to 0.5, 0.5 to 0.5, and I will press enter, so that you can see all those points will be stringed. Although I have a point, but every point will be stringed. So this is how I will draw my projection of planes. And even if you don't want this projection lines, you can trim it off, or you can even reduce, or even give black color so that it will not be visible, or else you can give some different sort of colors for all of your component. You can just select all your um, important components or all the final profiles in each of the projections. Okay, all the fine. So this is why we are using polyline command. At a single stretch we can select everything. So I will just go here and I can give yellow color for each and everything. Similarly, dimensions, we go here, choose linear, and from this point to this point you will have 30, and here you have angle, and here you just give inclination angle. For here I will just go for angular. I will select this, I will select this, and I will get some 30 degree. So even if you want to give some different kinds of colors, or if you want to give some white color for that thing, and you can give white color, or else if you want to give some other colors like red or green or whatever color you like, you just give for your dimensions, right? Similarly, I will just click this, I will give some green color. Okay, so this is how you will draw your projection of planes. So very easy command. You will start drawing a pentagon, top view, projection line, and then you need to tilt. The rotation alone you need to concentrate a bit. So if I have a line like this, it will always rotate in counterclockwise direction. So this is how your entire projection of planes will look like. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can comment below, or you can text me using my number. Okay, I will reply you back. And thanks for your time. We will meet in the next video. Thank you.